Hello, Merry Christmas, everyone. Just finished my Christmas homily, not dressed like a priest, but I thought I would give it here in case anyone wants to listen to it. And it goes something like this. The reading is the first reading of Midnight Mass, I believe, Isaiah 9, 1 to 6. And that reading is, "The people who walk in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of gloom, a light is shown." Land of gloom, a light has shone. Our country, these last few weeks, seem to be engulfed in gloom and doom and darkness. With the mass murdering of 20 children and 6 adults in Newtown, Connecticut, a young man, 20 years old, Adam Lanza, young with severe mental problems, to be pitied and helped more than the desire for his punishment. But he is dead. A country dangling on the fiscal cliff, with its leaders seemingly stuck in carrying out their own self-interests. But they're at home now for Christmas, enjoying their eggnog and Christmas cookies. But there is something much more important than our problems now in our country, and that is for the world. Isaiah said it for the world. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. And upon those who dwell in a land of gloom, a light has shone. I would like you to listen to a letter that I received last week that gives me great hope and great light about people. It's about a young man in New York, not 20 years old, but either 16 or 17 years old. And the young man's name is Jeremiah. Here's the letter that I got a week ago. A lot of reading. I'll try to read it so you can follow it easily. Every time I read this letter, I seem to get choked up. Dear Reverend Heeman, every Christmas at Covenant House is special, but there is one I can't ever forget. It was just after dark, and I had gathered with our kids, our donors, our staff, and my family at the shelter. We formed a circle to mark the night together in prayer and thanksgiving for one another and the gifts God's love in the world. 2 of our faith community volunteers were playing guitar and singing Silent Night as a prelude to our service, when a shadow appeared outside the window and lingered. The lighting was poor and it was hard to see who was there. The figure was hooded and hunched over. He stood there looking in for more than 10 minutes. I left our circle walking past the manger and the Christmas tree and went out the front door to see who was standing there. As I approached, I could tell it was a boy, maybe 16 or 17 years old. He had dark circles under his eyes. He looked exhausted. "Hi there," I said, and offered a handshake. "I'm Kevin. What's your name?" "Jeremiah." His smile was forced, but he was trying. Want to come inside, Jeremiah? I asked. He hesitated, not making eye contact, just gently shaking his head back and forth. Nah, I'm all right. I'll be fine here, he said tentatively. Well, you don't look all right. You look tired. Come inside. We have hot chocolate and Christmas cookies, I offered. But he didn't move. In my book, something has to be really wrong to turn down cookies and hot chocolate on Christmas Eve. Look, they're right there. I pointed inside to the table with the goodies. Come in from the dark and take a load off. How much do you charge? He asked, his face filled with skepticism. I only have $26 on me, and I need it. I have to find a place to stay and something to eat, and I need money. I need my money. We don't charge anything, Jeremiah. Come inside, come in the house with me, okay? I turned to walk inside, trusting he'd follow, and he did, but slowly. I held the door for him as we entered, and we could hear the chorus singing a refrain of Silent Night. The music stopped Jeremiah in his tracks. My mama used to sing that song on Christmas. He appeared lost in the memory. Where is your mama, Jeremiah? I asked. And he took out his wallet and unfolded a faded, creased Polaroid of a young woman with two small children and a mall Santa in front of a cardboard Santa chimney, or cardboard chimney. That's me, he said, pointing to the little boy on Santa's right knee. That's my brother Ty, he said, pointing to the other toddler. And that's Mama. Perfect smiles, all of them, even the little ones. She died. She had breast cancer 6 years ago. He said it matter of fact, as if he had said it 100 times before. But something in the way he squinted his eyes betrayed the pain that his words did not. How about Ty? I asked. We went into foster care and got split up. He lives in a group house somewhere. I haven't seen him in a while. Where have you been staying? I asked. But he had stopped listening to me. Jeremiah's gaze was fixed on the circle of kids, donors, and staff singing Christmas hymns. He bowed his head and started to shake a bit. His voice broke. I got nobody, mister. It's Christmas, and I got nobody. His eyes had filled, and the tears were starting to spill down his cheeks. I asked Jeremiah if he wanted something to eat or whether he needed to rest, but he was intent on the circle and its music. Then Father Placid, our chaplain for more than 20 years, invited us into the circle by saying, let's gather together and make room for one another in our circle. We sang and we read prayers and offered one another a sign of peace, a handshake to express our commitment to one another. Jeremiah took my hand and for the first time made eye contact. I have nowhere to be right now, he said. Nowhere. I don't belong in the world. Yes, you do, Jeremiah, right here, I replied. Peace, son. Peace, he whispered. After the service, we talked and ate cookies and apples and turkey sandwiches. In that order, forgive me. He started to relax a bit. We watched the kids open presents from the donors. And Jeremiah received some unexpected gifts as well, a backpack, sneakers, and a sweater. We sang carols, slurped hot chocolate, and stayed grateful to be sharing this night inside, in the light and out of the dark winter. As Jeremiah, my son, and I teased each other about who was going to win the Super Bowl, my cell phone rang. Since it was late and the number was from our shelter in New Jersey, I was worried something was amiss. It was. Someone stole the kids' Christmas presents, our New Jersey shelter director told me. They broke in through the back windows and took it all. God forgive me. But my first reaction was rage. Who steals from homeless kids on Christmas Eve? Where could we find presents for kids after midnight? How much was it going to cost to fix the broken windows? It took me a moment to calm down, and Jeremiah noticed how upset I was. I explained the situation to him and made sure that he was in the capable care of our shelter team before telling him that I needed to speak with our Covenant House in New Jersey team and the police. Here, Jeremiah said, take this. He opened his wallet and had taken out $26, handing it to me. They need it more than I do. My friends call me Crying Ryan for a reason. At that moment, I was undone by the giant generosity of this sweet, broke kid who emptied his pockets to bring Christmas to other homeless kids he never met. All I can say is that Jeremiah's beautiful heart perfectly reminded me of you all and all that you do for others. You have found a way and time again to surround these other people with love and hope. It lifts me high. And to me, that is what Christmas is all about. That is hope. That is life. That is following the message of Christmas, Jesus Christ, the Messiah. People loving people. People who are hurt being helped. People being brought into the circle, into the family, into the house. My dear friends, I hope this baby who grew to be early 30s, is your leader, is your Savior, is your Messiah. And like Jeremiah and these people, try to make it theirs. Have a good Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.